Oh, let me be careful how I say this here. I want to be able to communicate it the way it's being presented in my mind. We have a tendency to feel like the Spirit or learning by the Spirit is somehow a temporary or earthly thing that we need because we're not capable of learning in other ways at this time, or we're not physically in the presence of God the Father and Jesus Christ. As I grow in the gospel, I feel like, and I start to accept the fact that learning to receive the Spirit and to receive the manifestations and the truths that the Spirit conveys, that is the eternal way. That's not ever going to change. And if we don't learn that attribute and that ability here, it's not going to be any different regardless of whose presence we may physically enter into. Like learning by the Spirit, hearing words or having thoughts, and then allowing the Spirit to manifest those truths to us in a way that is unique, that is personal, and that is profound to us is the only way we can truly change and grow and eternally progress. So I don't know that skill set or that workings of the Lord and his ways, I don't know that ever goes away. I feel like that is always going to be the case where words may be spoken, truths may be taught, but in order for them to truly be internalized and woven into the fabric of who we are so that we become more perfect and grow in light and knowledge, I feel like it's always going to be the case that we're going to have to receive that by and through the Spirit so that it has the greatest impact and applicability to us in our individual lives.
Let me put it through my brain, and I'll share the similar thought through how my brain processes.
I like where this is going. This should be good.
So there's a spirit of revelation. This is what we're talking about. We have to learn to hear him. We have to learn to receive personal revelation and live by that. Okay, and to your point, you're saying that's something now, but also eternally. That's an eternal thing. And I think we can see that because there's a quote by, I think then Elder Nelson, if I'm not mistaken, but there's a President Nelson quote that says that revelation can be honed into discernment. Personal revelation can be honed into discernment. So, like, revelation, when it's leveled up, becomes discernment. Revelation is the mechanism of acquiring light and truth. But once you acquire it, it's yours. You have it. You don't need to acquire it again. You've sought inspiration, you received it. So, over time and time again of seeking revelation and learning these doctrines and eternal principles, right, we start building up all of this light and truth, and then it's a question of living by discernment, being true and faithful to what we've received. Okay, and that's kind of the phase 2, right? That's advancing from kind of a telestial sphere into a terrestrial sphere. Because now you're becoming one with Christ. Every ounce of light and truth that you receive makes you a little bit closer to him. And if you're able to use discernment then, and be true and faithful to what you've received, well, now you're living more like him. And that's a process that repeats over and over and over again, and that's how we eternally progress. Thank you for watching. If you found this content spiritually enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Like the gospel, these little things make all the difference, and it helps the algorithm push out better content for everyone to enjoy on YouTube.